You're listening to KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, 1021 on your dial, all day, every day. Eagle 102 KJFM Radio. Area High School Baseball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the diamond for high school baseball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
Good afternoon and welcome to Pittsfield High School Baseball this afternoon as the Pittsfield Saukees welcome in the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes. Mark Runnick, Maddie Ingram here at Pittsfield High School, and I guess in basketball season, Griggsville-Perry was the big favorite in their matchup, and it was Pittsfield that came out with the win, and I guess Griggsville-Perry coming in as the underdog in this one would love to return the favor here this afternoon.
Yeah, and it should be a great game today, and both teams are competing here for a PCC matchup, and so that's always tough, and you never know who's ever going to come out on the winning side of those games.
It's a Pike County, Illinois battle, Griggsville-Perry and Pittsfield here from Pittsfield High School. We'll talk about it when we start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill a prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at PikeCountyHealth.org.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Pittsfield and Griggsville-Perry this afternoon from Pittsfield High School. Mark Runnick, Maddie Ingram, and a huge rivalry between these schools, of course. Always fun when they get together, but there are a lot of things at stake here. Like you said, it's a conference matchup, and that's also a big deal.
And we had an opportunity to catch up with both of these coaches preseason. And, you know, last year was the first season in 4 years that Griggsville-Perry had. So they're trying to still build that tradition. But Pittsfield, they've had a very successful team over the last few years. They've only continued to grow and experience, and they've had a lot of success. And so both of these teams come in today with an edge of some sort.
And when you're trying to restart a program, it's pitching and defense that are usually the lagging behind. So they've got to have a good performance today.
Yeah, and, you know, it does keep you in ball games, and so that's probably what's focused on the most whenever it comes to practice time. But earlier in the season, they were struggling to get outside, and so a lot of that learning has come on the field. And so sometimes that's the best way to learn, but other times it can be a big slippery slope.
Learning under fire. It can either go great or horribly wrong, and it's been a mixed bag so far. It's Pittsfield and Griggsville-Perry. We'll check our keys to the game for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Lighthouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill a prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, a Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance. Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for this matchup between the homestanding Pittsfield Saukees and the visiting Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes. I think for Pittsfield, you just got to go out there and play and kind of dominate early.
Yeah, and they know their field the best, and it's a big one. And so if a ball gets past you in the outfield, likely a triple or a home run in your future. And so they know how to play their field the best. Griggsville-Perry's going to have to take that in consideration, especially with those long balls.
And on the Griggsville side, every day is a learning experience, like you said, just getting the program back going. And they got a good manager, a former minor league ball player, and that always helps someone with that wealth of experience.
Yeah, a situation that he's been in before. Obviously, he played some high school ball, he played college ball, and then he got some minor league experience as well. And so bringing in that mindset of fundamentals and what it takes to actually be successful at the sport, definitely a big help for this program.
And he's doing a lot of coaching leading up to the exchange of lineup cards in front of that Griggsville-Perry dugout here at Pittsfield. Those are our keys to the game. We'll check the starting lineups for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkie with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. But with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green Clopton and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athletes. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill a prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market, Louisiana, and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And the lineup for the visiting Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes. In center field leading off is number 32, Lane Lipkeman. Left fielder bats second, number 0, Logan Evans. Third baseman in the 3 spot, number 25, Michael Myers. Then the pitcher bats cleanup, number 14, Colby Tate. Shortstop in the 5 spot, number 36, Wyatt Lipkeman. Then the catcher, number 5, Flint Kirk, gets the start. In the 7 hole is the right fielder, number 20, Braden Lister. Then the second baseman, number 21, Garrett Woodward. And batting 9th and playing first base is number 3, Logan Fensick. For the Pittsfield Saukees, they'll lead it off with the catcher, number 7, Luke Sachs. Then the first baseman, number 2, Brennan Tomhay. Batting third is the center fielder, number 9, Nolan Daniel. In the cleanup spot, the center fielder, number 11, Connor Allen. Then the pitcher, number 12, Justin Pennock. Third baseman bats 6th, number 23, Draven Peterbow. Then the shortstop, number 3, Hayden Gratton. Second baseman bats 8th, number 8, Tim Hill. And batting 9th is the right fielder, number 16, Luke Archer. So again, for Griggsville-Perry, it's Lipkeman, Evans, Myers, Tate, Lipkeman, Kirk, Lister, Woodward, and Fensick. And for Pittsfield, it's Sachs, Tomhay, Daniel, Allen, Pennock, Peterbow, Gratton, Hill, and Archer. Those are your starting lineups. The teams are on the field. We'll take a break. Come back with baseball after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
This is Sarah Gertie, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat Debit Card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat Debit Card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with the bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Leadoff base hits, and we're underway. Now they're going to try and bunt him over. Off the mound is Tate. Throws goes to first, and retired is the number 2 hitter, Logan Evans. But the sacrifice is good, moving that runner, Lane Lipkeman, in scoring position. Just a solid base hit to lead things off.
Yeah, right up the middle off the bat of Lipkeman, and then following up to move the runner over was Evans. A great bunt, and good job fielding that one by Tate.
That'll bring in Michael Myers, the third baseman. He bats from the right-hand side. First right-handed batter. Comes in the 3 spot, and the curveball just misses the corner after it broke in off the right-handed batter's shoulder. 1 out, and a runner at second base. They respect the arm of Sachs behind the plate as they were bunting right off the bat to try and move that runner into scoring position as that one's fouled out of play.
Track practice is happening behind us, but I think they used it as an excuse to sprint after that foul ball.
Yeah.
They'll be coming back quickly today.
Pennock is set, and from the stretch, the righty delivers. This one is grounded to the third baseman. Looks the runner back. Now he's going to try and make it across. Throw is in time at first, gets away at third, and over into third base is Lane Lipkeman as Griggsville-Perry has come out very aggressive on the base pass, but there's 2 down now.
Good job by Peterbow to take a look at the runner Lipkeman and throw it across the diamond, and got back in his position ready to make the tag.
Ball was just in the dirt, and he did a good job keeping it close to him to avoid giving Griggsville-Perry the easy run. That one up and in on the first pitch to Colby Tate for ball one. This one is grounded, foul, and a nice grab in the third base coach's box there from Rusty.
Showing off those minor league skills. He's leading by example.
He was a pitcher, right?
P.O.
1-1 the count. 2 outs and a runner at third base for the Tornadoes, and this one is hit in the air. To right field, ranging under it is Archer, and he drops it, and Griggsville-Perry is going to take a lead on the air by the right fielder Luke Archer. Into second safely is Tate, and it's 1-0 Tornadoes. I think that one caught the wind at the last minute and took off on Luke Archer.
It was like he got camped out underneath of it, and the ball continued to carry, and he just tried to extend his arm. His arm couldn't go any further, hits off his glove, runs down the line in right field.
That'll bring in Lane Lipcomb in. And this one is ripped out to left, and it'll get down for a hit. They'll hold the runner at third as Pittsfield ran a lot of relay drills, cutoff drills in the warm-up. So first and third now, and Griggsville-Perry has their hitting shoes on. That'll bring in Flint Kirk, the catcher. And the mullet wasn't the best basketball haircut, but it is a baseball haircut for sure.
Baseball haircut for sure, yeah. I can see it.
Sticking out the back of that helmet as the righty digs in, straight up and down stance. And he takes a strike call. Griggsville-Perry fans didn't agree with the call, but it was a pretty good pitch.
Not bad.
First and third, 2 outs. A run in for the Tornadoes, and a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2 to Kirk.
Big swing. He was looking to knock in another run. 2-out rally. He was looking to continue.
Panak comes set. They're looking to go up the ladder. Ooh, they went low and away instead. And a strikeout of Kirk to end the inning. Griggsville-Perry strands runners at the corners, but they put a run in on the 2-out error by the right fielder. After a half inning, lead the Saukees 1-0 on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Keolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
To the bottom of the first inning, let's set the defense for the Tornadoes. Across the outfield, it's Logan Evans in left lane, Lipcomb in center, Braden Lister is in right. Michael Myers, the third baseman. Wyatt Lipcomb is the shortstop. Garrett Woodward is the second baseman, and Logan Fensick at first. Flint Kirk behind the plate, and Colby Tate finishing up his warm-up tosses as Kirk made the last out, so he just arrived behind the plate. So he'll get a couple of the warm-up tosses, and then we'll get underway.
He has the build of a catcher.
Yes, he does.
If you're just seeing him in the dugout, that's the one I'm picking to stick behind the plate.
Almost well, this is going back, to 86 Mets, but almost a Gary Carter type look behind the plate.
Is it the hair?
I think the hair, yeah. But the build is there too.
Yeah.
For Pittsfield, it'll be Sachs, Tom Haven, Daniel. If anyone gets on, Connor Allen, the center fielder. Beautiful day for a ball game. A bit on the breezy side.
Yeah, just a little bit. There's some rain that's moving in, but gonna get this ball game in hopefully before that comes down. But otherwise, besides the rain or besides the wind, it's been a pretty nice day. Clouds are kind of moving in, but nice and warm. Good day for a baseball game. Beautiful field.
Yes, it is. A big field. This is probably the biggest ballpark that we broadcast at in this region for a long time.
It's extremely well maintained. I think it's the best one that we've seen this year. So.
But big.
Mm-hmm.
Very big.
Don't let it past you.
This is Major League big.
Gonna have to have some range in the outfield.
This one is hit into short left, and the shortstop out on the outfield grass to make the catch. So Lipkeman puts away Sachs, and that'll bring in Brennan Tomhay with the bases empty and 1 out.
So 1 pitch, 1 out. That's quick and efficient.
The way to start a game. And I think that one caught the wind as well and helped Lipkeman get under it. That one up high on the first pitch to Tomhay. 1-0 the count. That one on the corner. Sweeping curveball there for strike 1.
A lot of movement. That would have been tough to get a barrel on.
The 1-1 pitch from Tate is popped up, and it'll reach the track. And a 1-2 count on Brennan Tomhay. He's the first baseman. Where's number 2? When I see 2, I think shortstop. The 1-2 is this one is, fielded nicely by the pitcher, Tate. Plants himself, throws over to first, and gets Tomhay by 2 steps.
When you think shortstop, you think 2. Well, I think 6.
Yeah, maybe 1, but that's my era.
Well, I'm talking about position on the field.
Oh, yeah. But the number 2 on the back is what I'm talking about. Like a Jeter.
Yeah, for sure.
That one just missed for ball 1. So Nolan Daniel with the bases empty and 2 outs. Up high, 2-0. Tate takes a deep breath and the full wind delivers. That one misses the corner. 3-0. To the lefty, Nolan Daniel.
Daniel has the oven mitt in his pocket, so if he gets on base, he's going to have to put that on.
He missed with 4 straight. Trouble with the lefty there for Tate.
That was a bat flip by Daniel.
Yeah.
Somebody else who did that today on a walk, Wilson Contreras. Receiving some heat from that.
Yeah. And Connor Allen digs in. He is a big cleanup hitter.
He is.
Where's number 11, bats from the right-hand side. Crouch stance and takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Runner at first, 2 outs. 1-0 Griggsville-Perry here in the bottom of the first inning. Saukees trying to put a 2-out rally of their own together. Runner goes, throw down, and in with the steal is Daniel. And he's in scoring position now with 2 outs. Pitch was a ball. Count even at 1-1. He's looking for something to drive. The pitch is hit to the opposite field. Backhanded by the first baseman. Fensick steps on the bag. And the Saukees will leave a runner in scoring position. Played 1 full inning. It's Griggsville-Perry 1, Pittsfield 0 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
On every journey, you should enjoy a peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Set the defense for Pittsfield as we start the second inning. Connor Allen in left, Nolan Daniel in center, Luke Archer is in right. Draven Puterbo is the third baseman. Hayden Grant in the shortstop. Tim Hall at second base. Brennan Tomhave at first. Luke Sachs behind the plate. And Justin Pennock ready for his second inning of work. An unearned run in the top of the first inning for Griggsville-Perry. Run scores on the error by the right fielder.
Due up for the Tornadoes at 7-8-9.
And this one popped up mile high into that wind. Pennock under it, and he backs up to make the catch for the first out.
So Lister goes down.
Woodward will dig in. Where's number 21? Fensick on deck. And Pennock's first pitch is low and in. One had a tail on it. Toward the shins of the right-hand hitting Garrett Woodward. 1-0. Low, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to the number 8 man. This one is fouled back. Swinging 2-0 was the number 8 hitter.
Pennock's cap is barely staying on with this wind. I'm sure we can only expect it to fly off mid-pitch. He's had a lot of adjustments.
That one low and away. 3-1 the count. And you don't want to lose the number 8 hitter.
No, especially with the top of the lineup having some success off of you already. Want to try to get this 1-2-3 inning.
This one popped up and out of play. And the count now full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and the base is empty. And the payoff pitch is popped up.
Gotta
and
get out.
we got out of play, yeah.
Yep. Oh, man. That nearly smoked the track stars out there. Goodness.
So you've done your research. They were the track stars and not the...
Yeah. I'm going to make them feel really good about themselves.
Another 3-2 pitch on the way to Woodward, and that one's low and away, and it's a 1-out walk.
Good battle by Woodward to work that count and find his way on base any way you can. And they've already taken advantage of an error earlier in the first inning, and you get a runner on, it makes for some pressure.
That'll bring in Logan Fensick. And the first pitch to him is on the outside corner for strike 1.
That had some heat on it, up a tick.
Woodward takes his lead off first. Pennock from the stretch, kicks and delivers. And a swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. One out, runner at first base. And the next. Yep, called strike 3. I don't think Fensick could, determine if it was a swing or a called third strike.
He was very confused and kind of in a trance before deciding, well, I guess I do have to go back to the dugout.
Yeah. So now 2 outs. And a check on the runner at first, and back in safely is Woodward. As Lane Lipkeman, who's already been on base once.
He had a single up the middle to center field. It was a line drive shot, hard hit.
On a 1-1 pitch. That started the ball game for the Tornadoes. And another check. And back in safely. You're in the majors, you'd be done. Can't look at him again.
The rules on that are so odd now.
Well, you can do it. You just have to pick him off or it's a balk. That one high and away on the first pitch to Lipkeman. Want to know the count.
That's why we have so many stolen bases.
Yep. Not in the bigger bases.
You can see them better.
Yeah.
Can't miss it.
1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. One after the high heat.
Got really tied up with his hands, too. That ball was coming in.
So Lipkeman in a 1-1 count. The runner at first. And 2 outs. Pennock has a sign they set up outside. Pitch goes up right over the heart of the plate. And a 2-1 count.
Trying to go upstairs again. Thought he could get him swinging, but Lipkeman outsmarted him that time.
You don't want to miss back over the heart of the plate, though. Now they set up inside. This one is ripped down the line, foul. And the count now to 2-2. Little delay as they get the ball back.
They have a fence that is towering, goes down the left field line and the right field line as well. Oh, goes down the right field line, does not go down the left field line.
Yeah. 2-2. And the pitch to Lipkeman. Runner goes. And this one is popped up. Foul territory. There's a lot of foul territory here, but they'll run out of room. Lands just behind the Sauke dugout on the third base side.
Good battle by Lipkeman.
Bo gave it a real good look. And another 2-2 coming. Looks over his shoulder at that runner, set up outside. This one popped up as well off the backstop over our heads. And the count remains 2-2.
Got a tall fence covering us, but that was one that made me jump.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Play straight away across the outfield. Runner goes again. Pitch out, so now it's a 3-2 count, and they got him. Caught stealing is Woodward at second base, and that ends the inning. So we played an inning and a half. It's still Griggsville-Perry 1, the Pittsfield Saukees 0 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Does the wind only kick up when we come back from break?
You know, I think it's okay with
that. It was nice and calm until we got back here on air for the bottom of the second inning, and now
as soon as we get and start to talk, Mother Nature's like, please stop that. Don't do that. It's my time.
Throw goes down, and we're ready for baseball here in the bottom of the second inning as the Saukees.
It'll be Pennock, Peterbow, and Grattan due up.
So the 5, 6, and 7 hitters as Pittsfield looks to tie this game up. 1-0 Griggsville-Perry as this one's hit to the opposite field, and it's down. And skips past the runner. Did he touch first base? Throw goes into second, and he is safe there.
What a dive into the bag from Pennock. He was able to hook himself around to get to the other side, which is a tough task to do. But Griggsville-Perry on that right side of the field, they just stood there. That ball could have easily been made an effort to try to cut that off a little bit sooner, but instead we're just kind of flat-footed.
That'll bring in the big number 6 hitter, third baseman Draven Peterbow. And this one is hit out of play on the first pitch to the Pittsfield slugger. Runner at second. It was a single and an error. On the right fielder Lister. one fouled off as well. Got under that one, and it's 0-2. Draven gets a hold of one. It's going to go for a while. I don't know if it'll be out in this big ballpark, but
if he can hustle, it could be an inside the park home run.
The 0-2. This one is crashed into center, and it'll be a down for a hit. Throw coming in. They'll hold the runner at third base. So now runners at the corners with nobody out for the Pittsfield Saukees, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
That ball just kind of sat in the middle of the zone. It looked like it was off speed and supposed to dive, and it kind of just fell right to the barrel of Peterbow.
That'll bring in Hayden Gratton, the shortstop. I think at this point, Griggsville-Perry would trade the run for an out. There's a strike called, but they'd love a strikeout or a pop-up on the infield.
Could turn a double play.
Yeah, they definitely trade a run for 2 outs. First and third, nobody down, and the runner will take second without a throw and a 1-1 count. Second and third now with nobody out.
Was it Winfield that had all the double plays that we called? Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Outside, 2-1. And looked like Colby Tate kind of dropped down to sidearm there.
Yeah, had a little bit more run to it than the last few as well.
This one is chopped. Little weak grounder to third, and I think everyone's going to be safe. There are, and the runner will stay at second. In to score was Pennock, and it's 1-1.
That's a tough ball to handle, especially when you're trying to keep someone on a bag. Coming in and crashing from third base was Michael Myers, but really not much he could do. I think even if he got a throw over to the bag, he probably still would have been safe.
Yeah, it was do or die. It's an infield hit and a RBI for Gratton, and Hill takes a strike. Especially on a grass infield, that ball is just going to die.
Hull, your second baseman today for Pittsfield.
That one up high, 1-1. And the next is fouled out of play. Look out. 1-2 the count as that one goes to the track.
Our game is tied with runners on first and second base for the Saukees.
Nobody out. And a 1-2 count. Tim Hill takes the ball in the dirt. 2-2. Good block by Flint Kirk. So Hull awaits the 2-2 pitch. That one is just high, and the count goes full. That's a gift to the number 8 hitter.
That is. And
Tim Hull.
That could have been a pretty big break for Griggsville-Perry. Sometimes just notching that first out is all the team needs to settle down.
And he walked him, and the bases are loaded. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. And out from behind the plate is Kirk to talk to his pitcher, Colby Tate, as a lefty comes up in Luke Archer. And you saw that Tate had trouble with the lefty earlier, delivering 4 straight out of the zone.
And then it kind of messed with his mechanics for the right-handed hitter that came after that. And so we'll be interested to see how things go here, especially after a talk with your catcher. Usually that can either settle you down or it can make things worse.
Yeah.
What was said, what was the demeanor of the conversation, but all looks positive.
So hold the runner at first, Gratton at second, and Puderow, the runner at third base with nobody out, and that one misses for ball 1. So Luke Archer, top of the order, is waiting in the wings. On deck circle, Luke Sachs.
Colby Tate has some great velocity.
This one is ripped foul to right. And evens the count at 1-1. As Archer jumped all over that one.
The wind continues to try to destroy me today, Mark.
It's gusty.
I like that term.
And the 1-1. This one is hit past the second baseman and into right field. One run comes in. They're going to try and score two. Here comes the throw, and it's cut off at the mound. Two come across, and it's 3-1 Pittsfield here in the bottom of the second inning.
Missed the cutoff man at second base, and that ball kind of just dribbled home, but it was a great read from Gratton to get around the base path as quickly as he did. Shot to the 3-4 hole, brings in two.
3-1 in favor of the Saukees, and pulled the string on the first pitch to Sachs for strike one. So he starts him off speed. Luke was way out in front of it. Runners at first and second. Still nobody out, and that one misses outside, 1-1. Tate needs an out. This one grounded foul to the first baseman, and a nice job by the coach in the first base box to gather that in. Threw it right back to Tate.
In his last at bat, Sachs hit a fly ball to the shortstop. He was a one pitch, one out.
Runners take their leads off first and second, and this one is hit past the vacated second base spot as Woodward was going up to cover the runner, and another run's going to come in on an RBI single by Luke Sachs, and that'll bring in Brennan Tomhave with the score 4-1.
Not moving super well on that right side of the field is Griggsville-Perry. They kind of just stay flat-footed, and when the ball's coming in, they're not hitting their cuts, so making it pretty easy for Pittsfield to advance.
This one will get back to the screen, and unable to find it is Kirk, and both runners advance. Now runners at second and third. Still nobody out for the Saukees.
Tomhave hit a ground ball back to Tate, his last at bat.
And takes that one high, 2-0. Griggsville-Perry needs something good to happen here defensively, and that one taken up high. 3 balls and no strikes. You don't want to load them back up.
Not a bad spot, just needs to be a little bit lower in the zone. You got to be a little bit more fine, especially whenever we've had some issues in the field.
The 3-0, and that one misses low. It's a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are loaded again for Pittsfield, and a big opportunity for the number 3 hitter, Nolan Daniel.
In his last at bat, he walked and then he stole a base.
Let's see if he can go full-on Nolan Gorman here and hit a grand slam.
Nolan squared.
He's the only Nolan, right, on the roster.
Yeah.
This one is grounded up the middle, out at second, and the throw to first not in time. A run comes in, but finally an out recorded by the Tornadoes, and it's 5-1. First and third now with one out.
Connor Allen hit a ground ball to first base, his last at bat. Griggsville-Perry looking to settle down here. Got one runner off the base path.
Oven mid on, and he's stealing. And will take second base. Pitch was a strike. And takes the force out at second base out of the equation. Second and third, one out. 5 have scored for Pittsfield here in the home half of the second. That one just floats out of the zone. One and one the count. Tate's delivery, low and away, 2-1.
Having a little bit of an issue finding the zone. Has thrown quite a few pitches this inning, which definitely can lead to getting out of the zone easier, but gonna have to reel it in here.
This one is grounded up the middle. The pitcher fields it. They get the out at first base and keep those runners at second and third now, 2 outs. Pretty important there to keep that from going to the middle of the infield because a run definitely would have scored. So Tate fields his position well. Now there's 2 outs for the pitcher, Pennock.
So pitcher versus pitcher matchup.
Popped up. This one's going to stay on the field of play. Second baseman wants it, making the catch. In short right field is Garrett Woodward to retire the side. Pittsfield leaves a pair aboard, but they score 5 times and now lead Griggsville-Perry 5-1 as we head to the third on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
A totally different ball game as we head to the third inning. Pittsfield scores 5 times in the bottom of the second and lead Griggsville-Perry by 4. Just putting hits together.
That's exactly right, and taking advantage of maybe some mental errors that took place in the field. There's been a few physical errors on both sides of the ball today, but overall a lot of mental errors being made to lead to that 5-run inning.
And that caught stealing that ended last half inning really changed the momentum.
Yeah.
So Lipkeman comes back up to lead off the top of the third.
He'll get a fresh count to start. He takes time.
Steps back into that left-hand batter's box. Where's number 32? And, ooh, that one had
There we go.
elbow on it and comes in back across the corner of the plate for strike 1.
A little bit of a late call, but it was a pretty pitch. He had to think about it. He was kind of froze.
Swing and a miss, 0-2 to Lane Lipkeman.
As we mentioned earlier, Lipkeman, he's had a single to center field. That was how the ball game started, and he ended up coming around to score.
Griggsville-Perry's only run of the ball game, the 0-2 pitch. Set up outside, and that one almost hit him on the bounce. And a 1-2 count.
It's really easy for the ball to get lost in this backstop. It's so big, you
Yeah.
don't know where to look.
Yeah, you definitely need your pitcher helping you out.
Not enough space in the dugouts for things to get lost.
A 1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. And down on strikes is Lane Lipkeman for the first out here in the top of the third.
It's the third strikeout of the day for Pennock.
Bring in Logan Evans.
Evans had a nice sacrifice bunt.
And that did hit him. And then he almost bat flipped his on-deck hitter.
Taking one for the team.
Evans is on.
Brings Michael Myers to the plate with 1 out and a runner at first base.
And the runner takes his lead. Myers ready, Pennock ready. That one way outside, and a nice job by Sachs getting out there and keeping it from going to the backstop. And the 1-0 heads to the plate. Popped up and out of play. Ball and a strike. No one on the track at the moment. And the
Short
count even.
practice, maybe?
Yeah, they're all down there.
Oh, they're all getting ready to jump.
Runner goes. Speaking of track, And the throw is late, off to the third base side, a stolen base for Evans.
Good jump from Evans. He got a good read and was down there safely pretty quickly.
Pitch was a strike, 1-2 the count. One out and a runner now in scoring position.
Griggsville-Perry trails Pittsfield 5-1.
This one out in front of it, just trying to make contact and fouls it off the fence on the third base side. Still a ball and 2 strike count. Another 1-2. Pennock pitches from the stretch. He comes set, looking to go up. And they go outside instead, 2-2.
Hit his spot at the top of the zone, just carried outside, and not chasing was Myers.
Sachs likes to stand up and move around behind
He does.
home plate. 2-2. Almost hit him.
Drops to a knee pretty quickly, though, whenever he's ready to frame it.
Mm-hmm. Well, he wants the home plate umpire to see those. Count full now with a runner at second and 1 out. The 3-2 pitch and a swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Michael Myers for the second out. He was out in front of that, almost screwed himself into the dirt there at home plate.
Really fooled him. That's the 4th strikeout of the day.
And we're going to have a pitching change. Giving up the ball is Pennock. So we'll take a break, come back. New pitcher, I believe, is going to be Peterborough, coming from third base with a 5-1 Pittsfield lead over Griggsville-Perry. Runner at second, 2 outs when we come back on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at pikecountyhealth.org.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Still in the top of the third inning. Pitching change for Pittsfield, leading Griggsville-Perry 5-1. And I'm assuming that's a pitch count issue, something internal in the dugout.
Trying to save him maybe for later in the week.
5-1.
Arms fresh.
Runner at second base, 2 outs. Peterborough is the pitcher. This one is grounded foul.
That's spinning quite a bit.
Yeah, finally dies. And I don't know if the pitcher Tate was all that jazzed about having to run that one out.
P.O.
0-1 the count. Long look in from Draven. Ooh, had the batter bailing, and it cuts back across the heart of the plate for strike 2.
That was wicked.
No balls,
to do
2
anything
strikes.
With that one, too.
Yeah.
Even if you do swing, you're going to look silly.
The 0-2. This one grounded to the third baseman. Big hop. And he stepped on third instead of tagging him. That's kind of what happens when you move around positions. You kind of lose the roles. That'll be an error on the new third baseman. That's number 3, Gratton, as Pennock moved to short. Now there's runners at the corners.
On top of that, you also had that pitching change. It's really easy to kind of lose what's going on at that point. Woo!
Oh,
and
they
a toss
picked him off. Oh, they pick him off first to end the inning. That's the second straight inning that Griggsville-Perry has lost a runner to end the frame. 5-1, our score. The Saukees lead the Tornadoes as we head to the bottom of the third inning on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Five to 1 as we head to the home half of the third inning. Pittsfield coming up. And it'll be the new pitcher, Peterborough, to lead things off. And Max Scherzer got ejected after a hand inspection.
A hand inspection. So I'm wondering if he had an illegal substance that he was using on the field, or if he just got mouthy.
Well,
knowing him.
Yes, that's the more likely case, is that he got mouthy, because we've seen that out of him before. You know, a little over-animated, undoing his belt in the past, untucking his shirt.
Yes. So apparently he took the mound in the fourth inning following multiple conversations with umpires about his glove, and ended up asking him to change his glove. He didn't like that.
That's fouled out of play.
Animated conversation turned into him being ejected. There was lots of question about his glove.
Well, we've seen that, was that last year or the year before, that one of the Cardinals pitchers had to change gloves because it wasn't quite the right color.
Yeah, they're saying that they were doing a substance check, and he was saying it's just rosin on his glove.
So it was about a substance, not the color of the glove.
So, of course, he blew it out of proportion, probably.
This one hit to the opposite field. Right fielder under it. Oh, and he lost it in the sun. It's going to go all the way into the wall in the corner, and he's going to try and circle the bases. Here's the relay, and he'll stop at third. A stand-up triple for the pitcher,
Peterborough,
and wow.
That was a tough read in right field, and really not much you can do about it, but turn around and run whenever you realize, oh no, it got past me. But good job by Peterborough to not give up. It'd be really easy to just be like, fly out to right.
Yeah, but he got on his horse, and poor Braden Lister is out there chewing himself out in right field. Those are always the worst chewings, too.
Yeah.
The ones that you give yourself.
No one's going to be meaner to me than me.
I have said some just unforgivable things to myself.
I look in the mirror when I do it if I really want to make it impactful. Brings Gratton to the plate. If he gets on, it'll be whole.
Swing and a miss. Runner at third, nobody out. If I did that, I would just laugh at myself and say, you're mean and ugly.
I didn't say I didn't do that.
Yeah, one. Misses. Ball and a strike. And the wind kicks up again.
I just need to patrol myself.
You need tape?
I do.
We've got plenty. That one bounces in. Good block by Flint Kirk. And the count 2-1. 5-1 Pittsfield. Courtesy runner at third base. This one hit deep to left center, now tailing back towards center field. Lipcomb under it. He makes the catch, drops it on the exchange. The out will stand, but the runner tags and scores.
That was a deep part of the park to hit it to. It was a sacrifice fly for Grattan. He gets a run to come across the plate for Pittsfield, but the wind had something to do with that. That was all the way in left field and blew all the way into center.
That'll bring in Hull, and he nubs one down the third base line. Someone touched that before it goes fair, and it is a foul ball. 0-1. In a 6-1 ball game. Pittsfield leading Griggsville-Perry. In the home half of the third. And back to the screen it goes. Got a nice bounce off the post. All the way back to Flint Kirk, 1-1.
It came back here hard, though, so it had to have hit off something to ricochet like that.
I think it got that lip because it kind of goes downhill. Once
that would make sense, yeah.
The 1-1 with one out and the base is empty, and this one a little inside out. Moving over and making the catch is Lister in right field for the second out. He made sure he read that one, and it was tailing quite a bit. Could have ended up being a foul ball, but he makes the grab for the second out.
Didn't have to battle the sun nearly as much as there's now. A little bit of cloud coverage, but sometimes that even makes it harder to see. So good adjustment in right field.
So Hull retired, and this one is grounded back up the middle and past Lipcomb at short to Lipcomb in center.
So a couple of singles on the day for Archer.
And there's a runner aboard with 2 outs, a run in for the Saukees. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order for Luke Sachs.
He found 3-4 hole his last at bat. Picked up an RBI.
Sachs, a left-handed hitting catcher, but I believe he plays right-handed, fields right-handed. Check on the runner at first, and Fensing's tag a little bit late.
Ambidextrous.
You see it a lot. Matt Carpenter being the prime example. Throw down and standing up with a stolen base.
My nephew, he just started playing baseball this year, but he bats from the left-hand side, throws with his right hand. Will not go to the right-hand side to bat. So I'm hoping he sticks with that.
That one outside, 2-0. 6-1 ball game, Pittsfield ahead. Tom Ave on deck. The 2-0. This one is lifted high and deep to right field. Back, and making the over-the-shoulder catch is Lister for the third out. He had an adventurous third inning.
He did.
And we go to the fourth. It's now 6-1. Saukees lead the Tornadoes on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
For the Tornadoes, it's going to be Wyatt Lipkeman, Flint Kirk, and Braden Lister. That would be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters.
Couple of base running errors whenever it comes to ending innings for Griggsville-Perry. We had a runner thrown out at second base, I believe in the second inning, and in the third inning you had a runner picked off at first. And those are
caught stealing and a pickoff in consecutive innings to end the innings.
And runners were in scoring position both times when that happened.
So Lipkeman digs in. He's the shortstop. Wears number 36 and bats from the right-hand side.
6-1 is our score. Pittsfield is leading Griggsville-Perry.
And a swing and a miss.
Just a little behind his last at-bat. He had a single.
So Lane bats from the left-hand side and Wyatt from the right-hand side. And that curveball had fooled Wyatt Lipkeman, but it floated high for ball one. He was ducking.
Thought it was coming for him.
1-1 pitch. Ooh, called on the outside corner, strike two. It looked a little wide and a little high.
Outside corner has been kind of a key sweet spot for pitchers today, and umpires calling it, so why not?
Yep. 1-2. And the next, strike three called.
He knew it that time.
Sold nicely by Sachs. That's the first out and brings in Flint Kirk.
That is the first strikeout in the books from Peterbow.
And the first pitch to Kirk goes behind.
He's kind of laughing it off out there. Released way, way too early outside of his body. Gonna have to bring that one in.
Interesting on the helmets for Griggsville-Perry. The front above the bill is blank and it says GP on the back as this one's grounded up the middle, backhanded by the second baseman Hull, and they throw him out at first base by maybe a half a step.
What a play by Hull. Going up the middle after that ball kind of knocked your pitcher over, and not kind of, it did. It knocked his hat off, too. He was nervous, and being able to pick him up like that gives him the opportunity to settle and know that he can use his defense.
2 down, brings in Braden Lister. Lister, a nice running catch to end the last half inning.
I really think that was really a mistake from Peterbow because he was just trying after having that really wild pitch to reel it back in. And great job by Kirk to sit back and be like, I know what you're going to give me. Fastball. It's coming right back.
And the 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. You recognize those batting gloves?
I can't see them. Those are the Harrison Bader ones.
Yes, they are. Probably got them at the Harrison Bader yard sale after he was traded to the Yankees last year. Got the lightning bolts on them, the Sunday or Saturday blue.
Yeah, they were some cool batting gloves.
That's a called third strike, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 with 2 strikeouts for Peterbow. And a 1-2-3 top of the fourth. We head to the bottom half. Pittsfield leads Griggsville-Perry 6-1 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
6-1. Pittsfield leading Griggsville-Perry from Pittsfield High School. Mark Fronick, Maddie Ingram. Back here on the diamond at Pittsfield. Track behind us. Softball diamond off to our left. And just a beautiful day despite the wind here for action on the diamond from Pittsfield High School.
I'm glad you didn't go with cardinal direction because I don't know where I am most of the time. You say go west, and I'm like, okay. I don't know where it is, though.
Yeah, that's why we have GPSs now. Dumb it down for us. But
I need that for sure.
You can recognize someone by their batting gloves, and that makes you all right by me.
Thanks, Mark. That really boosts my confidence.
Saukees back up, leading 6-1 over Griggsville-Perry as we play in the bottom of the fourth inning here. And the first pitch is taken to right, and that one is down for a hit and skips past Lister, and will go for extra bases. Tom Habe around second. He's going to go for third, and he's going to walk there. Stand-up triple for Brennan Tom Habe.
And Lister has had his work cut out for him in right field. Pretty much anything is coming his way, and unfortunately the wind picks up as soon as it heads his way too. So you get a good read, and oftentimes it's pushed to the side.
Well, and it's already, when a right-handed hitter hits it to right field, you're already going to have some spin on it. It's already going to be tailing away from you, slicing, if you will, as that pitch was in for a strike. And then you add the wind onto that, and Lister has got a stacked deck against him.
He hasn't really been burned in that right center field slot, but he has been burned down the line. So it looks like he's made the adjustment, shifting closer to the poles.
To the shortstop, deep in the shortstop hole, and everyone's going to be safe. In to score is Tom Habe, and it's 7-1. That deep in the hole, I think I'd have to give him an infield hit and an RBI.
I think so too.
As Lipkeman didn't field it quite cleanly, but I don't think he's throwing anyone out from there.
No.
7-1, and now the whole infield out to talk to Colby Tate.
The only thing that you could possibly do with that is if you get a good stop on the ball, you can possibly keep that runner from going. But Tom Habe had his mindset that as soon as that ball hit the bat, he was going, and that really kind of alleviated that issue as well.
And help from his third base coach had him going on contact. Good secondary lead, and he pretty much walked home. So Connor Allen, the batter, runner at first. Nobody out, run in. And a check on the runner, and it gets away, but not far enough. I think it hit somebody in the back.
Yeah, I think that maybe hit Daniel. He is nodding, so assuming he's okay. A reason not to run if you get hit in the spine.
I bet he runs anyway. And he is going as the pitcher throws down to second, and in with a head-first slide is Nolan Daniel.
Not a bad toss, wrong side of the bag, so makes the swooping tag a little bit more difficult, especially when you're giving him more room for that hook slide and getting in there and doing the fancy slide if possible.
The next, up high.
He's got a big jump at second base, too.
Yes, he does.
Allen's had a couple of ground balls today, but an out recorded both times.
And this one is grounded to the shortstop. Big hop for Lipkeman. Throw across and a good dig there at first base by Logan Fensick for the out. Runner advances to third, but there is one down now in a 7-1 ball game.
So just needs to find the middle of the infield as Connor Allen, as he's had a ground ball to pitcher, first base, and shortstop. So.
And here is the shortstop, Justin Pennock. He was the starting pitcher today for Pittsfield. Pitched 2+ innings. Takes a ball. Runner at third, one out.
Couple of fly balls from Pinnock today.
That one misses. 2 balls and no strikes. Where's number 12? Bats from the right-hand side. Fouled off the catcher as he was not just swinging but loaded up on 2-0.
Wanting to get that run in if you can. They lead 7-1 over Griggsville-Perry. Just one out in the 4th inning.
Ooh, held up. And the count goes to 3 balls and a strike.
That was tough to do. His whole body moved, but his hands did not, so that's what's going to keep him safe here.
They appealed to the field umpire. He says, nope, didn't break the plane.
So good break there for Pinnock.
3-1. And that is a strike called. Breaking ball there from Tate. Runner at third, 1 out. This one is hit very high. Look at the English on that thing. It's slicing and caught over the shoulders, tagging and scoring from third. That's a heads-up play. Knew Lipkeman was running away from the infield.
His back was turned, and he was going to have to turn around completely to make that throw, so good read by Daniel and good decision by Hines over at third base, the coach, sending his runner. Now 8-1 our score. Pittsfield is leading Griggsville-Perry.
Brings in the pitcher, Draven Peterborough. Base is empty now, 2 outs. He's got a triple. And that one taken in the dirt for ball 1.
Want to keep Pittsfield off the bases here if you can, especially with 2 outs and no one on.
Popped up. Looks like it may stay in the field of play. No. Going to go over that side netting for strike 1.
Long strike. Back in it is Tate. He's been a competitor from the bump today. Hasn't really let much phase him. He's had a few errors behind him, but he's continued to work.
This one is off the fist and will drop. No. Hung up just long enough for Lister to get in front of it and make the catch for the 3rd out. So Peterborough is retired, and so are the Saukees in the bottom of the 4th. It's now 8-1 Pittsfield with Griggsville-Perry coming up on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
8-9-1 for the Tornadoes as they trail Pittsfield by a score of 8-1. Starting play in the 5th inning.
Woodward, Finsick, then back to the top is Lipkeman.
And the first pitch here in the 5th is grounded foul to the third base. Didn't quite make it to the third base coach's box, but it is strike 1.
Finsick was a strikeout victim his first at bat. That was against Pinnock, so this will be his first time facing Peterborough.
And from the full line, Draven delivers the 0-1. The Curveball in for strike 2. That curveball has the knees buckling today.
The wind's giving it a little bit of help, I think, pushing it a little bit more to that corner, but man, it has some great break.
It's definitely giving it a little bite. The next, held up, takes the ball outside.
Opted for it again. I think maybe held on a little bit too long.
Overcooked it.
We'll go with that. 1-2.
Catcher stands up again, and this one is fisted to the first baseman. Stays fair. Picked up by Tom Abe, who steps on the bag for an easy first out.
And that is a tough out there.
Yep, that one maybe another inch to the right. It hits that lip and goes foul. Wasn't happening this time, and goes 3 unassisted for the first out. Brings in Fensick. And he takes one on the inside corner for strike 1. I think Fensick expected that one to break.
He wouldn't have been wrong.
Yeah.
As much as we've seen that curveball today.
That one under the elbow for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and the base is empty. Ball got away from the pitcher. Says, don't worry about it, guys. I'll go get it.
He even shooed them off at the end. I got it.
Step away from my ball. He picks it up, and a 1-1 pitch. Heads to the plate. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Logan Fensick.
Notice that whenever Sax needs the ball to get down, he stays down, though, trying to help his pitcher see that bottom of the strike zone.
That one low. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
But normally once that first strike's there, he opts for a more upright squat stance.
Definitely a different approach than we've seen a lot. And a swing and a miss. Kind of tied up with the swing there was Fensick, and we go back to the top of the order for Lane Lipkeman with the bases empty and 2 outs.
In his last at bat, Lipkeman struck out. For that, he had a single, came around to score for Griggsville-Perry. That's the only run that's on the board for the Tornadoes so far.
And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Stepped in the bucket a little bit there.
He was looking at right field.
Yeah. Lefties don't need help pulling the ball.
None at all.
That one up and in. Evens the count at 1-1. And the 0-2, or excuse me, the 1-1 swung on and missed. Now it's 1-2.
A choppy swing. It's almost like, well, I didn't mean to swing, but since I'm this far, I may as well.
Mm-hmm. As a sign, and from the full wind, the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and that retires the side. Another 1-2-3 inning for Draven Peterbow, and it's 8-1 Pittsfield as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Pittsfield looking to end it. They'll need 3 to do that in 5 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Bottom of the 5th inning here from Pittsfield High School. 8-1. Saukees lead the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes as Colby Tate tries to wake us up during his warm-ups here before the home half of the 5th.
Keeping us on our toes. We had some pitchers who were doing that yesterday. Had a softball game As soon as we'd say something about McKinley Lowe in her warm-up, she'd be like, hey, I hear you over there. She'd tap the fence with the ball really quick.
Is it bad that I had no reaction? Is that something that I should worry about?
That's the only one that I haven't reacted to.
So it'll be Grattan, Hall, and Archer. 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Pittsfield. And this one is lined to the second baseman. Easy one there for Woodward. Made 2 steps up the middle and caught it on the line for the first down.
An easy out. Good read off the bat by Woodward.
And that brings in Tim Hall. Second baseman, where's number 8?
He flied out to right field his last at bat.
To the shortstop. On a couple of hops, throw across in time. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs.
Efficiency.
He found some efficiency here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Brings in Archer, who has had nothing but success at the plate to date. He's had a ground ball up the middle, and he found the 3-4 hole. And that was a single, brought in 2 runs for Pittsfield.
Luke Archer. And takes one low and away for ball 1. So not a 3-pitch inning.
Yeah, that's the perfect inning, isn't it?
It's not immaculate. That's, what, 9 straight strikes?
Yeah.
On the corner, 1-1.
Ryan Helsley, he did that, right?
Uh-huh.
I was going to say. Knew somebody recently had struck gold with that. I say recently, and I mean last season.
Yeah. That's still recent. This one fouled back. 1-2 the count.
I'd like to remember last season a little bit more after the start they've had in 2023.
Wow.
We're
8-11?
Yep. As of today, 8-11.
But today was a win.
Yep.
A 1-2 pitch to Archer. Popped up. Who wants it? Did he make the catch? He did. Diving behind the pitcher's mound is Wyatt Lipkeman to retire the side here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A 1-2-3 inning for the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes. They come to bat trailing Pittsfield 8-1 as we head to the 6th on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelly Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
6th inning. Griggsville-Perry trailing Pittsfield 8-1 here from Pittsfield High School. Throw goes down, and it's going to be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters.
Evans, Myers, Tate.
As the Tornadoes try and cut into this touchdown deficit.
I like that.
7 points is 7 points, right?
Well, when you said touchdown, I was
Game of
also
the Week
thinking
coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
3-1 pitch. This one's fouled out of play. 3-1 or 3-2.
Making it a battle.
Here in the 6th inning, top of the 6th. Logan Evans, the batter. And the next on its way. Took it high and a walk.
Good hold by Evans. It's his second time with a freebie on base. He got hit by a pitch his last at bat. I don't know how free that is, but.
That brings in Michael Myers.
He struck out his last at bat. Before that, he had a ground ball to the third baseman who was, well, Peterbow.
Yeah.
Things have changed.
Check on the runner. Ball gets away, but not far enough for Evans to advance.
Evans is getting beat up today.
Yes, he is.
He got hit by a pitch earlier today. He just got hit by that ball. Is diving back into first.
Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Michael Myers. Tate on deck. Nobody out and a runner at first. Is this the first time since the first inning that Griggsville-Perry's had the leadoff hitter aboard?
Since the first inning, yes.
And they're paying a lot of attention to him over at first base. Myers, mind the count 0-1. Pitch on the corner for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Myers ready again. Long look in from Peterbow. And a swing and a miss. Waved at that one for the first out. So that'll bring in Colby Tate. Pitcher today for the Tornadoes.
In his last at bat, he hit a ground ball to the third baseman. That was when we had that pitching change and everything, so tagging third base.
This one is a grounded foul past third for strike 1. Was he the one picked off first, too?
Yes.
Yeah. 0-1. Chokes up on that bat in the right-hand batter's box. Check on the runner at first. Drop down tag just a tad late. Wind blowing in again. That one drops in front of the plate, and a good block by Sachs.
Staying pretty close to first base is Evans. He's been checked on a few times. I think he kind of understands he's going to have to get back. Peterbow doesn't want him moving.
The next, this one is grounded up the middle. Back out at second, and they break things up but still get the out at first. A double play. And, man, Pennock really took a shot there at second base. Got his legs taken out from under him as he made the throw to first, but was that a
1-6-3
double play to end the inning as it was started by Peterbow, and we head to the bottom of the 6th, 8-1. Griggsville-Perry trailing Pittsfield from Pittsfield High School on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life, and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Still 8-1 in favor of the Saukees as they come to bat in the home half here. And where are we at in the order for the Saukees? The top of it, right?
Yes, the top, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nope, I've done flipped my paper over again. And we're at the top of the order.
Sachs will lead things off, then Tom Haven Daniel. As the throw goes down, we're ready for baseball.
So in his last at bat, Sachs, he flied out to right field, and that was how the 3rd inning ended. So he was the last out there. So first time since the 3rd, he'll get an at bat.
And they're trying to get the leadoff runner on here, up 8-1, but when nubbed at the plate. Foul ball for strike one. Kind of quiet dugouts. Heard a little bit of chatter, but not a whole bunch. Up high, 1-1.
Not a bad pitch from Tate.
Got ahead and then tried to get him to chase. The 1-1 offering. Goes back to the screen, 2 balls and a strike.
I didn't flinch. That one was right at me. I'm getting better.
Well, with all the dust in our eyes right now.
Hard to see.
Yeah. 2 balls and a strike. The next to Sachs. Big hop for the second baseman. Up with it is Woodward and a throw over in time. 4-3 on the putout. Leadoff man's retired for the Saukees.
That hit the grass lip right before going to the second baseman Woodward, and he had to sit down for an extra hop to field it cleanly to third or first base.
Yep, he's demonstrating how he made that adjustment.
Teaching his teammates as one should.
So he got up here and I had to move the ball up under my armpit, or the glove up under my armpit.
Did you see how I did that?
Yeah. So that one misses for ball 1. Brennan Tomhave. He's got a triple, right?
Yes, he had that ball that was down the line, got lost in the sun, got past the right fielder. He made his way to third base.
Pretty much walk from second to third. Went in standing up. 2-0 the count, and that one in for a strike. 8-1 Pittsfield. Leading Griggsville-Perry. One more shot for the Tornadoes if they can shut down the Saukees here in the home half of the 6th. That one swung on and missed. Evens the count, 2-2. Here comes another. And that one's hit in the air. And making the catch in right field is Braden Lister for the second out.
So he's made a nice adjustment out there and been pretty handy when it comes to balls down the line.
Actually, that's not Lister anymore.
Oh, so they made a change.
They did. Actually, yeah, it is. Yeah, I had the wrong letter next to his name, or number next to his name.
That brings Nolan Daniel to the plate for Pittsfield. He had a ground ball to shortstop that we're going to call a single, infield single, and RBI was last at bat.
Started him with a ball. Going to be a race to the bag, and outrunning Daniel is Fensick as he got that almost at the second base position and had to run back to get the 3 unassisted to end the inning. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 6th. We head to the 7th. Last chance for Griggsville-Perry after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Third pitcher of the day in for the Pittsfield Saukees is in from center field is Nolan Daniel to try and close out the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes. 8-1 is our score. Pittsfield ahead here at home against their rivals from down the road, the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes, and it's going to be 5, 6, and 7. Wyatt Lipcomb to lead things off, followed by Kirk and Lister.
Pittsfield definitely has some numbers and able to get a good rotation of pitchers, and they did it all last season, able to do it again this year, and that's definitely helpful, especially whenever weeks get long.
So Lipcomb in. Ready to size up Nolan Daniel as he gets a few extra warm-up tosses. Coming in from center. And now the throw goes down and we're ready for baseball. Last chance for the Tornadoes. So back to third goes Peterbow. Staying at short is Pennock. And I'm not sure who the center fielder is right now. Blocked off from that position.
That, and it's super far out there, so you would need your binoculars anyways.
One bounces in on the first pitch to Wyatt Lipcomb. He's the shortstop for the Tornadoes. 1-0. Grounded foul past third. Kind of a late call from the home plate umpire.
That, and it was super close.
Yeah.
For anybody to not move other than the left fielder because, wow, that was right down that third base line. Goodness. Lipcomb in, he's had a strikeout today, but he's also had a line drive to left field.
That one with a hook is strike two. One ball, two strikes to Lipcomb in. Daniel's pitch on the way, and down to block it is Sachs, and the count goes to 2-2. Play on the edge of the dirt on the first base side, both the first baseman and second baseman.
Being very trusting of yourself to get back to the bag.
Yeah, that one fouled back to the screen. 2-2 still the count to Lipcomb in. 8-1 Saukees. Top of the seventh inning, and that one is swung on and missed on a pitch in the dirt. They'll have to throw down, and it's a strikeout, 2-3 on the putout. There's one away.
Down to their last two outs is the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes. They're trailing in this ballgame 8-1.
And it'll bring in Flint Kirk.
Kirk is an underclassman that Coach Camp mentioned in the preseason interviews. He's going to get a lot of time and got a lot of time last year. He's only going to get better from here.
Whatever that pitch is, the bottom is just falling out of it and really messing with the right-hand hitters.
Good spot. Low in. Tie you up pretty quickly.
0-1. That one went up high. Ball and a strike.
Had similar spin. I don't think he got on top of it, though.
So just spun away from the right-handed batter. The next, foul tipped into the glove, 1-2. Lister on deck. The 1-2 pitch to Kirk. Fought off. Put off that side screen.
That is nice. Less chasing and less, well, I can't even say that because we've had a lot of foul balls that went right over our head to the track.
Another 1-2 to Flint Kirk from Daniel, and that one back to us.
It's definitely hitting that spot right behind home and launching it up this way.
Still 1-2. Excuse me, 2-2 now. And he has the bottom drop out of it. Swung on and missed. Throw down to first. And that's the second out. Strikeout 2-3 on the put out again. And down to their final out are the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes. And Braden Lister will be the batter.
Lister, he struck out his last at bat, got caught looking. Before that, he flied out to the pitcher.
He's way out in front of that one for strike one.
That was a tough pitch. It's tough to take.
Yeah.
But really tough to swing at.
So Daniel ahead, looking to strike out the sign here in the top of the seventh to end the ball game. That one bounces in. And the count goes to 1-1. He's not afraid to waste one either, is he?
No. He's done a great job of coming back into counts, though.
The 1-1 pitch to Lister, and that hit him.
So a base runner with 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
And that'll bring in Garrett Woodward. He's got a black batting glove and a white and yellow batting glove. There's a pinch hitter on deck if the inning continues. And a swing and a miss to Woodward. 0-1. Dunham on deck. The 0-1. Fouled off just above the Tornado dugout, 0-2. Dunham picks that up. But Griggsville-Perry down to their last strike. 0-2 the count to Woodward. Runner at first, 2 outs. The pitch. This one is roped and will get down for a hit and left. And the Tornadoes not done yet.
Good job by Woodward to work that count, find a pitch that he wanted to drive, sent it to left field, and extends this ball game. Runners at first and second base.
Holden Dunham, where's number 28, will bat from the right-hand side. Got a sweet ponytail.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It's well manicured.
Yeah. Digs into the right-hand batter's box. 2 on, 2 out. That almost hit him.
He's gonna dust it off. He was trying to sell it.
Oh, that got my arm hair.
Got my ponytail.
There is strike one. So that one broke back across. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dunham. Woodward, the runner at first. Lister at second. Lister was hit by a pitch and a single by Woodward. And a big cut came up empty, did Dunham, and Again, Griggsville-Perry down to their final strike. They need 7 to tie. Top of the order, waiting in the wings if the inning continues. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It almost looked like the home plate umpire was going to grant time before that pitch.
So making quick work of it was Daniel.
And that one in the dirt. Count goes full. Now the runners will be going.
Good read from Dunham. Seeing that pitch that's the one that's kind of been tough on right-handed hitters, as we mentioned, just bottoming out of zone.
And the payoff pitch on its way. Runner was not going from second. He walks. This game continues.
Back to the top of the lineup.
Lane Lipkeman. The runner was going from first, but not from second to third, so we could have had a traffic jam there. Now the bases are loaded. 2 outs. Lane Lipkeman. He takes a strike. 0-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Daniel, third pitcher of the day for the Saukees, trying to close it out. Ooh, almost swung at that one. It was up in his eyes. Ball and a strike.
That was coming in near his helmet, so I don't know if he was just like reactionary, throw your hands so something bad doesn't happen, or.
The 1-1. This one nubbed past the pitcher, and everybody's going to be safe. They're going to try and score 2.
And they do.
They will. And it's 8-3. Just a little seeing eye infield single for Lane Lipkeman. And 2 come across.
Really, everyone was going every which direction, but nowhere towards the ball or towards the bag.
So it's 8-3, 5-run game, 2 on and 2 out. Dunham, the runner at second. And that one in for a strike to Logan Evans.
At first base is Lipkeman, so you know you have some speed there.
But he's kind of got to wait behind Dunham. 0-1. Good block there, 1 ball and 1 strike. If I'm the coach, I'd put Fensick re-enter at second base there. There's a strike. Ooh, no, there isn't. Called a ball. That's been a strike all afternoon.
It has.
2 balls and a strike.
Tough break there for Daniel.
Takes a deep breath. The lefty kicks and delivers. That one's low. 3-1. I told you it's hard for lefties to pitch to lefties.
He's got to reel it back in here and just lost a little bit of control. Started off pretty good, but.
Yep. Got a couple of strikeouts. The 3-1 pitch. That missed. Goes back to the screen. And the bases again are loaded, full of tornadoes. And that's going to draw the coach out of the dugout to try and calm down his closer. Oh, he gave up the ball. We're going to have a pitching change. Daniel just flung it back to his coach.
Probably upset with himself. It's one of those things where you're kicking yourself a little bit more than probably anybody else is going to kick you.
So the pitcher is going to be Zane Knight out of the dugout to try and close this one out. He'll be the 4th pitcher of the afternoon for the Saukees. We'll take a minute break, come back. It's 8-3, bases loaded, 2 outs. Griggsville-Perry trailing Pittsfield on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at pikecountyhealth.org.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
0-2 the count. A couple of swings and misses on outside pitches. Griggsville-Perry down to their last strike. Myers pops it off the screen. Zane Knight, the fourth pitcher of the afternoon for the Saukees, who lead this game 8-3, and the tying run in the on-deck circle. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and this game comes to an end. Whew, got exciting there at the end.
It did.
8-3, our final in 7 innings. Back with the postgame for you after this, as Pittsfield defeats Griggsville-Perry on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri. Member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Gets exciting at the end. 8-3 our final. Pittsfield holds on over the Griggsville-Perry Tornadoes. Tornadoes had the bases loaded with 2 outs. They put 2 across in the top of the 7th inning, but can't find that big hit to bust open that inning and really get back into this one. It ends up being a 5-run win for the Pittsfield Saukees.
And Pittsfield, they did a great job from the bump today and kind of managing whenever it came to runners getting on. They may had a walk, or they may have had a hit by pitch, or maybe a hit, whatever it was, however they were getting on, they were able to manage super well and settle down whenever runners were on. And that was definitely a dagger whenever it came to the offense for Griggsville-Perry.
And the Tornadoes, like you said, they're restarting this program. I think they've got a pretty good start at that. They do some things very well.
They do some things very well. I think that their offense definitely has some great potential. They're going to swing the bat, which is important. It's really easy to get up there and just let your knees buckle and not know what to expect, but they're swinging the bat, and they have some very athletic kids that they've been able to build around.
Yeah, I'd like to see how they come back later in the week. it kind of seems like they're a little short on pitching with Tate going the distance today.
Yeah, and they don't have as many kids as Pittsfield coming out for baseball, and so whenever you can work a pitcher for 7 innings, if he's able to go the distance, you're going to do it. And I think that Tate really got stronger as he went.
Did.
He just had a couple of hiccups, and some of that could have been avoided if we made some plays behind him defensively.
8-3 our final. Pittsfield over Griggsville-Perry. We'll wrap things up after this on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan. At Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, we take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
8-3 our final. Pittsfield over Griggsville-Perry from Pittsfield High School. Mark Fronick, Maddie Ingram wrapping things up here from Pittsfield. Exciting at the end. Pittsfield does not waste time celebrating. They got out there with the tarps and tarped the pitcher's mound and home plate area. They're already out there on a mower working the infield, and they want to get this thing shut down and go home.
That's exactly right, but there's a reason this field looks as good as it does, and so it takes maintenance from the whole team, and you got the victory. You don't have to have that hard conversation. It's good job, guys. Now grab a rake.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone drag the field with a lawn tractor or a riding mower, but that's what they're doing here.
My coach in college, she would prefer that, and we had a bush hog and everything, and she was just like, I'm just going to use the lawnmower, and we're like, you don't have to do that.
So Zane Knight comes in, strands the bases loaded with a strikeout to end the ball game. 8-3 our final. Pittsfield over Griggsville-Perry. We'll see you for more action from the Diamond soon right here on Eagle 102. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.